The Test of Hearts. Once upon a time, in a vast kingdom, there lived a wealthy lord named Lord Cedric, who possessed immense land and riches. Among his many fields, there was one particularly fertile expanse that he wished to entrust to a worthy heir, someone with a wise and kind heart. To find that individual, Lord Cedric sent out messages far and wide. After much consideration, he summoned 4 workers to his estate. Aemon, a determined but cynical man from his own country. Soren, a proud and ambitious nobleman from a neighboring realm. Kahel, a self-serving merchant from across distant seas. Finn, a humble farmer known for his kindness and integrity, who came from a modest village. Lord Cedric instructed the 4 men for 3 years, imparting wisdom about the land and its potential. He never revealed his true intentions. Instead, he spoke only of the responsibility that came with managing such wealth. Upon leaving for a prolonged journey, he divided the land into 4 sections and told the workers they could select their own plots to cultivate. Remember, he said, the fields will reflect the character of your hearts. When I return, I must see an increase in the harvest. Heed my instructions well. Though he spoke sternly, a twinkle in his eye hinted at the importance of the test he had set before them. When Lord Cedric departed, Aemon, Soren, Kahel, and Finn chose their plots with varying intentions. Aemon picked the stony ground, convinced that he could conquer even the harshest terrain. Soren opted for the thorn-filled sections. He did not stop to study the soil. However, he believed he could destroy all the weeds and create a rich, lush, fertile ground for his plants. Kahel selected the patch by the wayside, certain that his isolation would keep him safe from rivals. Finn, however, studied the soil and found a spot that would take a lot of work. Finn would need to pull weeds, water the soil, provide needed nutrients to fertilize the soil, but in the end, he knew it would produce a rich soil. Knowing that he must work hard and diligently, he started his tilling of his plot of land. As the seasons passed, tension ran thick among the workers. Aemon's crops struggled in the rocky earth, yielding little more than weeds. Frustrated and disheartened, he would often grumble that Lord Cedric had set him up to fail. Soren, with his relentless ambition, watched his thorny plants overgrow his initial efforts, choking any hope of a harvest. He was often too busy persuading himself of his own superiority to realize that he was neglecting the essential part of his task. Kahel fared no better, as the birds relentlessly picked at his seeds. His selfishness blinded him from the camaraderie of the other workers, who often worked together to share ideas and resources. As a result, he reaped only disappointment while wishing ill on the others. This is where we stop. Until next time, please join us for part 2. What will happen to Finn? What will be the outcome of these workers, and what would Lord Cedric return to find? Join us for part 2 of The Test of Hearts.